2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
Exit, exit.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Toss play, Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Let's go!
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, Pop.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 27, Newton. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, the coaching staff really gets on them and motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Don't get nervous.
Here's Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for the 6th touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Saints 7, Falcons nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
Bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They get 14 yards, but not enough for a first down due to the previous penalty. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got to stop it? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively sprint.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times, that clock has been spent.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
How about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. It's taken to the 26. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
That's it. Right there to 3.
Now Newton on 1st down. The 20. That'll be complete to Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Let's look to add the extra point.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And sometimes those scripts go between 12 and 24 touchdown plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? Right 25.
Check 53's Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Ready, get on it.
First down.
Come get some.
He's going to walk to him deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It leads to
Ready?
second and
Mike
2nd and
25.
10 now from the
Mike,
29.
number 53. Mike 53. Now watch it.
Ready, get on it.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. They'll have a first down past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Let's
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter,
11.
and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook,
Five,
and just
Mike,
start
get on!
all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
Now Walton. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Tight on the right. Hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's held in by Austin Hooper. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 9, but needs the 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times we watch 14-0 leads evaporate quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage at 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing his knee. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Express!
Check it.
Let's go.
Tight dog.
8.
Now they'll toss it out right to Camaro. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Here we go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing
Contact
today.
up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting.
Third and 5. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun, Newton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Shift.
Here's Newton. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10. Down at the 31. They'll run. This is Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are them some kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Hey, let's get them holes.
A 10th carry from Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yards back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Caught me a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line.
Interception,
They're
baby.
trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility, and
That's what I'm talking
try and
about.
get him
Nice
settled.
tip, boy.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. All the stats and scores from games being progress. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
What's that? Ready?
Go, D. Let's go.
Double time, double time.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll fall in the interception. Here's Newton. And he'll go down at the 20-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Second down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Gun.
Check. Crunch.
Here's Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That's it.
Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. The Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And it makes the score 21-0.
Falcons, nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up.
Go.
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is every play, big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Ty Lowell now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Switch.
To throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Intercepted. Come on,
Defense
we
has
got
a
this.
touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are you doing here, Coach Davis?
So deep.
And it's
Latavius Murray, the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there to Jones. 47 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now. On the scoreboard, big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the slant.
Gun. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, let's go.
Escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again.
That's exactly how you want to draw things up. That's how your boost book, your playbook, one play drives, exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy.
Let's get it.
The 27-yard line.
The last one good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that. 8. Give me that ball, defense.
Newton now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
We better
Often
not.
laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here we go.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Gotta do better.
8.
QB, come on. Watch twist.
A shotgun snap for Newton. They open man to Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he will find his man on the outside.
Young Trent is here, baby. Young Trent is here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They're running again with Kamara.
Go, run.
2 yards yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a real 300 pounds. He's a big man. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
53's Mike.
I got check.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
That's
Number 53. Mike, 53.
He's got to hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works across the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Ready. We're ready.
53 for Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
You run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's our time. It's
Hey, South.
our time.
Back. Ready, flat.
To throw again is Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Let's go.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons
59, got it.
Now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack, it's second and 19. It gets a bit tougher from here. They run the counter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 19. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Holder. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add their lead now.
They don't want to go right and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a push.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready? 180. Mike, 45. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Rush. Great. Rush in.
On first down, Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45 spot at the 44.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Kamara try to right side. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. And look at this, Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago. Now 3 here.
He's so lucky that one of the defense players I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not very lucky. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Man up, D.
Mike, 36. Line.
Ryan. Jones has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're right on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Ryan now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
39.
First and 10 at the 20.
Over the middle, Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a toss play. This is Walton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Get him, boy.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They run again with Walton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few here now should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Newton's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the first time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch. And what they've done here.
It's almost like the game blew their eyes. Or maybe, partner, the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football. And
he did. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, second and 8.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready? Look at it.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion